Spring is almost here and there's no better time to be into fragrances. And today's spring fragrances are, in my opinion, appropriate for this season, essential, sexy, and worth the money at the right price. So you could call this a potentially great beginner 3 fragrance collection. My name is Manny, aka CascadeScents. Welcome to the channel. And without further ado, let's get into these must-own spring fragrances. Roll intro, roll video. Firstly, we have Nautica Voyage. Voyage is marine and musky with a slightly green backbone, and it smells especially awesome during or after doing something active. Like if I'm going on a run or to the gym, all I need is a fragrance-free stick of deodorant, Nautica Voyage, and I am good. Also, it might be really cost-effective too because this thing performs and smells well for the price, so you won't have to spray too much of it in contrast to weak yet prone to overspraying body sprays. So if I was a dad and or if I'm trying to gift something for a young man or a younger cousin, I'm looking no further than this for starters. And again, it's because of the gray market price of under 20 bucks like on FragranceNet here and not the retail price for 100 ml. So don't be a sucker for retail on this one, put that money towards other fragrances on this list that you can also get for less on the gray market. But yeah, for newbies, if you're looking for an inexpensive activewear fragrance, look no further than the cliche but awesome Nautica Voyage. Now we're coming in hot because we just talked value in Voyage, but this fragrance in Dunhill Icon might just be as much, if not more, bang for buck. There's just something about having a legit, smart casual or suited up option for this market price, and I will get into this market price in a bit. But scent wise, we are talking a juicy bergamot and neroli for an immediate zing, very satisfying stuff, and when you follow that up seconds in with that black pepper and cardamom, spicy notes that provide warm sillage but also pair well with the citrus and citrus florally opening, it's just right. Overall, a criminally overlooked DNA because once you start to sweat this out in the air, it's just stunning. So reach for this when you need to look and feel a little bit more distinguished. So for your formal occasions and or if you have a white collar job that isn't a fragrance-free environment. But getting back to that market price now, under 40 USD for 100 ml is just sick because this thing is, in my opinion, closer to Hermes or Tom Ford quality than Nautica. Again, not that a more approachable level of quality isn't worth it in Voyage because it definitely is, but to me it feels more satisfying being able to get my money's worth from my more distinguished events here. So please peep Dunhill Icon if you have yet to, again, criminally overlooked. Now next up we are moving on to Montblanc Explorer, and I must say we are carving this 3-piece collection out quite nicely. Voyage for active casual use, Icon for smart casual / formal use, and Explorer for going out. And if you have been in the game for some years now, you would know why Explorer is quite the outgoing fragrance, as it is a spectacular yet approachable homage to Creed Aventus. Now getting into the scent itself, while not as noticeable as the Aventus pineapple note, the bergamot here fulfills the same role, providing a nice juiciness in the air, which pairs well with the smoky muskiness that the Aventus-esque DNA is notorious for. So to also achieve that in Explorer, you have ambroxan, which is the main aroma chemical here. You also have notes like vetiver and patchouli to further that masculine approach, and while it's still clearly a less expensive homage in the air, it's still surprisingly good. Like, I definitely get similar compliment factor with this as I do Aventus, so yeah, that also means mainly men are asking me about what the scent is for them. But hey, nonetheless, that's still flattering that people would ask that, because I think that's one of the most flattering comments you can get, that someone actually wants to smell like this for themselves. But what can I say, a very overall outgoing, jovial scent, and rich enough smelling for your more night out or hedonistic occasions. So I hope you love it too, especially for the price, as we have Explorer coming in hot for under 50 USD. That's over 70 bucks off for a 100 ml, which is nothing to scoff at. You're getting something Aventus-esque done in a French style fragrance for less. So yeah, holler at this stuff if you have yet to. It's Montblanc Explorer. Now there it is. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the list today. Kick-ass fragrances that I'm sure for a lot of you transcend this season and you can wear anytime. But today from me to you, these are my 3 must-own kick-ass fragrances for this spring. But it's that time of the video where I want to know what you think. Which spring fragrances would you recommend to anyone, value in mind? Please let me know in the comment section below. Also, before closing, I figured that I'd take some time out to actually explain this, as this year-long hiatus I hope is the one to end all hiatuses for this channel. But what can I say, the pandemic and the lockdowns and readjusting to post-pandemic life have really taken a toll on me, and I guess this channel in a roundabout way. A lot of this I let get to me, and I don't really fault anyone for any of this and any of my mixed feelings in the last few years, but I was definitely in and out of ruts. It didn't feel good, and anytime I found myself in one, I just cracked. So essentially and eventually dieting and exercising made me feel and look a certain way that I was actually happy to be presenting on camera, because trust me, at one point I really wasn't feeling presentable, and I thought I would get on a roll like that, but unfortunately one thing led to another, and in the last year I undertook a job that has been pretty rewarding for me, but one where it was hard for me to optimize the time to commit to a channel like this. But alas, here I am yet again, hopefully in a more routine manner, because my schedule is normalizing. I feel like I have this down pat as far as how to approach this channel going forward. And to you guys who were once a big part of my life, who I want to maintain that with, I want to say sorry and thank you if you're still with me. My journey here as CascadeScents is something I'll forever be truly thankful for. So again, thank you for making that happen for me. So until the next vid, take care for now. Peace out. Bye. My name is Manny. Wear your fragrances.